What up? What up? Welcome to the Dr. Facts Show. Today we're going to talk about Israel's meltdown after Trump's visit to the Middle East into the Gulf, signing a truce with Yemen, trying to negotiate with Iran, and signing a $600 billion deal with Saudi Arabia. And he did not include Israel. So let's start with the Israeli officials' meltdown. David Mencer was interviewed by Mark Austin in Sky News, and just watch the meltdown. You can see, look at this. Look, let's play.
America has done this deal without Israel. They've done a deal with the Houthis, no Israel. They're talking to Iran, no Israel. Isn't this all humiliating?
Look at his facial reaction.
Benjamin Netanyahu?
Yeah, that's, again, the story which Hamas want you to share. But this war will end when the hostages come
seriously?
home and Hamas are gone. Simple as that. Not a minute before.
I'm merely stating facts and asking you questions. You can't
No, they're not
answer
facts. They're
everything.
opinions.
For real?
They're opinions. We won't rest until
Americans
your
have done
opinions,
this-
Mark. And Mark, you've been wrong about this war in every single moment. And we've had this discussion over the last 19 months. You've been wrong at every single point. You
All
want
right.
to capitulate. You want Israel to capitulate to Hamas, and we won't. We won't do it because we're a democracy.
Sure you
I'm
won't.
happy to be asked
I
questions.
appreciate that.
Ask
Completely
me
appreciate that.
Ask me a
Tell
decent
where this
question,
is
I'll
wrong.
answer it.
Well, please do. Tell me where this is wrong. Did the Americans have any involvement in the release of this? The Israelis have any involvement in the release of this hostage? Have the Israelis had any involvement in the deal with the Houthis that the Americans have done? Are the Israelis talking to Iran at the moment? Were my questions. Where am I wrong on that? Please tell me, because it'll be interesting to know.
We are closer than ever with our American allies. What you're sharing is a view which Israel's enemies would like to share it to the outside world. It's not just wrong, it's morally backwards. Let's not confuse the arsenal.
Wow. Guys, seriously. The man asked him a question. About Trump making deals, signing a truce with Yemen, trying to negotiate with Iran, signing deals with Saudi Arabia. That had nothing to do with Hamas. And these people are so obsessed with Hamas that he started with, we know that this is what Hamas wants you to share. The fuck does Hamas have to do with this? And you can see Mark Austin, oh my God, Hamas again. What is Trump deals with, Yemen and you know what the worst part is that Trump signed a deal with Yemen, and he pretty much said, as long as you don't attack the American ships, you can do what you got to do with Israel, which I believe that Trump is really trying to punish Netanyahu. And I mean, look. If you guys saw the Trump speech when he was saying that we have a bunch of thugs in the Middle East that are trying to bring the Middle East back and trying to drag us into wars, and about the Biden administration being the worst administration in American history because they were giving Israelis billions and billions of dollars, and people don't hear. Let's play it.
When I left office, the only thing still standing between this region and its unbelievable potential was a small group of rogue actors and violent thugs seeking constantly to drag the Middle East backward and into havoc, mayhem, and indeed into war. Unfortunately, instead of confronting these destructive forces, the last U.S. administration chose to enrich them and empower them and give them billions and billions of dollars. The Biden administration, the worst administration in the history of our country, by the way.
Trump just calling out the Israelis, calling them the biggest thugs that are trying to drag America into war. And he only exposed the fact that, Americans can make peace with the Arabs without going to war or the Middle East. But the only country, or what so-called state of Israel, is the only state in the Middle East that's trying to go to war with the entirety of the Middle East. If you want to go with everyone in the Middle East, you want to go to war with everyone in the Middle East, don't you think maybe you're not compatible to the region? That's why you're trying to start war? Like, this is crazy. And you want to hear something funny? Is that even the Spanish prime minister said, we are not doing trade or we're cutting ties with Israel because Israel is a genocidal state. Like, he specifically said that. So people are cutting their ties because they feel like Israel is a vile state. All they do is blame the neighboring countries and justify their crimes by blaming everything on Hamas. And this is crazy. People are fed up with the Israeli narrative. Let's see here. It says, Trump, and listen, pretty much Trump is telling Bibi Netanyahu, and that's according to Haaretz, Bibi, you're fired, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you are not here because you're bringing America down by trying to drag him into war. So you're fired. And that's why Israel's having a meltdown. Now, if we go back to the Israelis, Israel threatened the Houthis that they will attack them if they get attacked, and they will kill their leader. And it's crazy because look at this. I mean, it seems like the Houthis don't care. As soon as Israel threatened the Houthis that if you attack us, we're going to attack you and kill your leader. And they did, and Israelis did attack the port, the Yemeni port. And what was it, last night? They attacked Israel, which means, like, we don't care. You got empty threats. What does that tell you after Trump signs a truce with Yemen to not attack the American ships? But right after them signing the truce, the Yemenis are still attacking the Israelis, and the Israelis are pretty much, like they say, they're pounding Yemen, but Yemen does not really care, and that's why they're firing back. But what is America doing? And that's why Israel's having a meltdown. They're trying to go to war just to test the water to see, okay, why are Americans not helping us? Like, Yemen is attacking us. And why would Trump sign a truce and not include us? And that's why they're pissed off. To the point where in Israel itself, there's like a big disruption and division that Ben-Gvir, the Minister of National Security, him and his wife got jumped because he saw a Palestinian flag. The Jewish ultra-Orthodox Jews had a Palestinian flag, and this dude had a meltdown. Let's watch him having a meltdown. Look at this.
רואים את דגלי אש"ף בשכונה במדינת ישראל ביום שבו נרצחת אישה דגלי אש"ף בושה.
He's having a meltdown. But moments later, him and his wife get jumped by the ultra-Orthodox Jews. Watch this. Should have never had a meltdown, Ben-Gvir. He got jumped. He got jumped for real. Like, I don't understand. If you really look at it from the outside, you can see that Israel is having a meltdown because it's the first time in history that America, when they visit the Middle East, they land in Israel and then they go visit the neighboring countries. But now he landed in Saudi Arabia. He made the deals with the Arab countries. And now I think they're trying to negotiate with Iran. And why is Israel not included? They're having a meltdown and they're freaking out They're paranoid because we all know that Israel can't go to war or hang in any war without the help of America. And the Americans are waking up and it's like, you know what? Trump is right. America first. America comes first. Enough with the whole Israel is our ally. That's fine. Israel's our ally. But we're not going to fucking put America second and Israel first. America comes first. And then we think about our ally. That's how it's supposed to work. And now, they're really falling apart. The Israelis with their policies, they're lying about the famine in Gaza. You have Bibi Netanyahu. Seriously, do we really believe everything Benjamin Netanyahu says? Because everything he says is the total opposite of what we see. Like, this man is insane. Like, look.
And here's the truth. Israel seeks peace. Israel yearns for peace. Israel has made peace and will make peace again.
Like, seriously, the only country, or so-called Israel, is the only state in the Middle East that's not seeking peace and only seeking to drag America to a war. They want to fight Iran. They want to fight Yemen. They want to fight Lebanon. They want to finish the genocide in Gaza. Like, where is the peace that you're talking about? You just want to destabilize the Middle East and drag America to go to war that have nothing to do with the Americans. So if you want to go to war, Bibi, show us what you got without dragging America, so we can see if you really got it, or you're just about, you're just like talking shit. That's about it, guys. That's about it.